Hi, I'm reporter Zara Malik.
I'm Arabella Balgobin.
I'm Katie Tien.
And I'm Madison Grady. Jericho High School has begun construction to implement a new turf field during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Members of Jericho's track team shared their opinions on this renovation, especially in relation to the impact it has on training seasons for track athletes.
Mr. Victor MANUEL is an assistant superintendent for business in Jericho and oversees all infrastructure projects, and according to him, the track and field renovations are extensive and include many needed improvements.
Improvements to the area will include a brand new synthetic turf field, a new track when that gets completed during the summer, and we're putting in lights for the first time. So we'd be able to have a game on a Friday night or any evening.
Though some students expressed excitement about the renovations, other student athletes expressed discontent in regards to the timing of the renovations.
I think it's a great asset to the school, a great asset for the soccer team, the lacrosse team. I just think the timing was just not right. I don't think they should have put in the middle of the winter season, knowing the weather conditions, knowing how cold it is, how we have to stay out longer. I don't think that was a great idea. Our team is 100% for the turf field. We're not saying, no, we don't want the turf field. We want it. All we were asking was it to be pushed to the summer.
Track and field coach Mr. LAHTI believes that effective training is still possible while the track is being renovated.
What was your initial reaction after finding out about the altered schedule?
Initial reaction was just had to plan a little bit more and also let our athletes know that it won't hinder their ability to perform well.
However, some athletes expressed concerns about how the renovation will impact their season.
This year is very important for me because, if you're doing early decision, they're going to see your times for your 11th grade. If we're not getting as many practices in, then I can't really improve as much and I can't get the better times. That's what I was worried about, that I would not be able to get as good times as I would be able to in a regular season.
Some track athletes felt there was not enough notice given before the start of the season about the renovation.
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks before Family ID closed or something like that, where it did feel very rushed and just slightly blindsided us.
All we could do is try to get a track to run on. So we were told really late, and they said, okay, you know what, this is a great thing for the school. Let's just do it during winter, not taking any of our feelings into account, not taking how this would affect their athletes, their students of this school.
So it's affected academics, it's affected professional outside of school activities.
In late fall, a board meeting was held to give track athletes an opportunity to voice their concerns regarding the timing of the renovation.
We didn't really feel that it was that responsive because it kind of felt like they were already decided.
At the end of the day, I think they had already made up their mind before we even communicated anything to them. It was kind of set in stone already.
Spring season athletes felt the board could have handled the revealing of the renovations differently.
After multiple discussions with the board and with the athletic department, we were finally established the plan, which we appreciated, but it definitely took too long.
They should have opened it up much earlier to allow better plans for helping out, the teams that were affected by it.
Parents of track athletes voiced similar concerns.
The biggest concern we had as parents was just the lack of transparency as to the timing of when the project was going to be started and how that was going to affect so many students.
No one was kept in the loop, and I think that the communication should have come directly to the parents. And at that time, there was no alternative plan to go to Carl Place. So it was kind of like, we don't know what we're doing.
I think the assumption a lot of us made was that it would have been over the summer when it would have affected the least amount of students. So obviously it was unfortunate to find out that wasn't the plan.
Athletic Director Mr. Mankowicz believes that the administration provided adequate assistance and communication to the track teams.
Coaches were notified well in advance. They came up with plans that they felt would work for their team. It was when those plans were discussed with the athletes that they said no, they would rather be on a track, and so then that's when we had to come up with a different plan. So, the track team is not unlike any other team that's been inconvenienced. So, it's unfortunate that this happened the way it did, but, during the course of careers for high school athletes, you do get inconvenienced, and sometimes you're not, it's not the best scenario for you, but you do your best to overcome it, and you make sure that you make the best out of everything that you can.
The turf renovations have been completed on time for spring season sports, leaving the track to be renovated during the summer.
This is Zara Mullick,
Arabella Mogulin,
Katie Tian,
and Madison Grady, reporting for Jericho News.